Hello, this is Matthew with Sword Slinger Custom Holsters, and this is another radio review. For those that don't know, as a hobby I like playing with different types of radios, and this one here is a Handheld CB radio made by GE. It is more vintage. You can't buy them new anymore, obviously, but you can get them on eBay and other places like that. This one here is the model number is a 3-5985A. And it is a GE waterproof handheld CB radio with weather band. Real neat radio. I picked these up on eBay a while back, and I got a set of 2 of them here. And I just picked them up to play around with. Real inexpensive. I think the to have a set of 2 here was like around $40, maybe something like that. And my wife and I, we've played around with them, and we've got handheld to handheld, a distance of around 2 miles, maybe a little bit under 2 miles. Now, we didn't go in different locations and kind of play around with them too much, but I'd say 1.5 miles reliably, and past that it's going to be a little choppy and a lot of static and things like that. There may be things you can do to mess around with them. I'm not really even sure about that. But anyway, I'll go over some of the functions here. You can still pick these up pretty regularly on eBay for around $20-some per radio. This set come in, and they're supposed to be waterproof, but as you can see here, like this set here, this one here is missing the front covers, like this one and that over here. And one of these doesn't work. There's a microphone issue. It doesn't transmit as good as the other one. So it's just what you get when you're looking at something that's probably 30 years old or something like that. I think these were probably made in the 90s, early 90s, I think. But anyway, we'll turn it on here. It's got 40 channels, and the antenna is around 4 feet tall. And we're inside, so we're probably not going to pick up much of anything inside, but we'll see here. Yeah, so nothing inside right now. I picked up something a little while ago. We'll test it here in a minute. These radios work best out in the middle of the yard with the antenna straight up in the air. You're going to not get a whole lot inside. It does not have a scan function. It does have a light here for in the dark. It's not a very good light, but if it's pitch black dark, it'll work real well. It does have a weather band. We'll switch over here. Let's see here. And once again, it's not going to pick up in the house very well. Yeah, nothing. It does have a weather band. It does work out in the yard, but it only picks up 3 frequencies of the weather band, so that kind of you're limited on what frequency it's going to pick up. But it does pick up well, and it works well. So it is supposed to be a waterproof radio. The speaker here, if you look here, they're slanted on the inside. It's kind of hard to pick up with the camera, but it's slanted. That way water will run down and not into the radio. Although a lot of this radio is missing a lot of the covers, they had rubber seals on everything, and even on the back here you have different rubber seals here where they've sealed the inside. That way if it ever gets dunked in water or rained on, it is less likely to ruin it. This one, both of these were missing the belt clip on it, which is kind of handy, but probably wouldn't have been the best belt clip in the world anyway. It does have a high, medium, and low transmit settings. And the squelch is real good. You can tone it down and really tune it up, which is kind of unusual for these handheld style radios. Let's see here. And it does have an external antenna jack, and has a DC 12 volt wall plug in there if you want to plug it into the wall and get more power, not just run on AA batteries, which, by the way, it does take AA batteries. You do have to take the strap off here to get to it, but it takes AA batteries. And this one here is a little lower on batteries here, but anyway, for the price that you can get them for on eBay, they're really handy. You can throw one of these in the trunk of your car, and in the case of a wreck or something like that, you can pull it out, go to channel 9 or 19, and radio ahead to a trucker and see if you know what's going on ahead. I mean, there is a practical use for these radios, and you know, if you're a couple miles behind and there's an opportunity to turn around, or it's just going to be a few minutes till they get the wreck out of the way, you know, it could save you some time. And that's a practical way. And then you can also communicate with them, I mean, within a mile or so together. And with Skip, you may be able to get a little longer than that. I mean, it's not unheard of to get, you know, hundreds of miles on a 4-watt CB radio. Just nowadays, these aren't used very much compared to like the Baofangs, the GMRS radios, the ham radios that are, oh golly, a quarter of this size and have interchangeable antennas and things like that you can take on and off. But hey, I mean, these are really inexpensive. You can find them very easily on eBay and other places. I guarantee you can probably find some in some thrift stores or pawn shops. And I mean, it is a radio that you can get weather band and get, you know, a mile and a half, maybe more, you know, communication out of it. If you were to put an external antenna on this and put it on your roof, you could get a whole lot farther than that. But with the same setup, the way they are here, that's about as good as you're going to get. But anyway, so there they are, GE model 3-5985A waterproof handheld CB radios. And anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like these review videos, leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to like. That'll help the channel. And if you really want to help out the channel, go over to my website, swordslingerholsters.com, and take a look at my custom holsters. That's what I do for a living. I don't do YouTube review videos for a living. And take a look at some of my holsters, and if you're interested, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to make you something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.